I believe that we got into the state where we are, which is funding sort of being allocated willy-nilly, if you will, because we really don't have a firm policy. We don't have a sound policy that's not based on running after the latest federal grant or the latest thing. Something that says this is how Connecticut wants it. We've decided how we want it because it's based on logic and it's based on our needs that are particular. And now we'll go and find some money to fund that. We haven't done it that way. We need to do it that way now.
School choice, private school choice programs and all school choice programs, I think, it's a very important policy because we believe that every family should have the ability and opportunity to choose the best educational settings for their child.
What school choice means to me is my right as a parent to do what is best for my children, the children in my neighborhood, and the children throughout our communities.
School choice is important because a lot of American children are not being well served by the current public educational system, and right now parents are powerless to get their children a better education. Parents who have money, parents who have means, they can choose to go to a public or private school or to move into an expensive, wealthy school district. But most parents, middle income and low income parents, they don't have that option. They don't have those funds. And so I support school choice because I want those parents to have the same options as wealthier parents.
Well, the first challenge is getting them to understand what you're talking about. For a lot of people that don't just sit around and think about education, they may think it's a new concept, when in reality we do this type of thing with higher education, with state subsidized daycare, a lot of other government programs. We just don't do it here. And so first is just getting them up to speed. What is it you're talking about? Why is it a reasonable, rational approach to help address the challenges that make public education impossible? It's not an indictment on public schools. It's just a reality statement. You cannot be all things to all people, not even public schools.
So parents can band together to do a couple things. 3 things, actually. 1, parents could band together to make sure that their public schools are providing exactly what their families need. This is particularly important for low-income families who exercise their rights all the time to advocate and work together. They should be doing that. 2, parents can get together and say, we want more options. I want more options. I want to go to CEO. There's a group here called CEO Connecticut. I want to go to private schools. I want to have that freedom. 3, they can share their stories with the state legislators. Go to the legislators who are in their district and tell them why they want choice and what they think it's good for, why they can change schools, why they want better schools. Basically, put your face in front of the people who make the decisions.
It really is going to come from state government. State governments could make state funds follow children to the parent's school of their choice. States have that power. In Connecticut, they spend over $8,000 per student at the state level, $20,000 per student total, but they could let parents take that $8,000 and go to a public or private school of their choice. That's how it's going to happen in Connecticut.
But it's really helping parents understand there can be other options. You need to talk to your legislator about it, and here's what you can talk about. And talking to legislators to make sure they understand when parents come to them, this is what they're talking about, so the two can get together and make the change happen.